The Brexiteer said the former Labour Prime Minister Tony Blair's calls for another Brexit referendum are pure fantasy. Speaking to Sky News, Mr Kwarteng said Mr Blair had no electoral mandate to demand a second referendum. He said, "Well, forgive me, he has no electoral mandate. He was an MP for 24 years. He voluntarily left the House of Commons to pursue his own commercial interests, and I have no problem with that." Sky News. GETTYTony Blairs' plan for a second Brexit referendum was pure fantasy. Kwarteng said, "I think this is pure fantasy." Kwasi Kwarteng. Now he's decided that the 17.4 million people, 17.4 million, far more than he ever received in a general election, have all got it wrong, and that we should now have a second referendum. The Brexiteer added that Mr Blair was looking to reverse the vote to leave the European Union. Mr Kwarteng said, essentially to reverse the result of the first referendum, and that somehow we will magically stay in the EU. "I think this is pure fantasy. I think also we should look at the real progress that the government has made. Many people were saying that we wouldn't get to the second stage of talks. That has been done. The money was supposed to be insurmountable, but that's been agreed." Mr Kwarteng also said that all doom-mongering by Remainers has not appeared. He said, "I think most people in the country want to see Brexit delivered. I think they feel that we are on the right track, and that all the fears and the doom-mongering from 18 months ago simply hasn't materialized." Mr Blair was accused of attempting to sabotage Brexit on Thursday, after calling for voters to be given a chance to think again about the decision to leave the EU. The former Labour Prime Minister said a fresh referendum, a general election, should be held before the departure for the bloc could be confirmed. He claimed in an interview on the BBC Radio 4 Today programme, "It is not undemocratic to say we should be entitled to think again." Mr Blair's remarks were the latest in a series of outbursts since the 2016 referendum vote to quit the EU, demanding a rerun of the decision.